He's touching him, he's keeping him busy, he's keeping him off balance with these right-hand leads, trying to show his boxing skills, but the power shots have come from Kessler. Although he's not done a huge amount in this round.
But this is what Calzaghe has got to do, John. Just keep working away with the jab, and this brings Kessler out of his shell a little bit, brings him forward, and then hopefully will bring him onto Calzaghe's left hand.
Well, Calzaghe said that Kessler fights in straight lines. Maybe he's right, but they're effective straight lines, and so Calzaghe's got to keep moving, got to keep creating the angles. Anybody's fight at this stage. Calzaghe trying to work to the body and making Kessler miss. This is a better round for Calzaghe. Kessler just being a little bit outboxed here in the fifth, being slightly bamboozled. The hand speed of Calzaghe good. He's beating him to the jab. Kessler being made to fall short as Calzaghe uses good footwork. Two more get through, and another little left hand just peppers into the face of the Dane, and the right hand lead. Good boxing skills from Joe Calzaghe, who hasn't lost a fight, of course, for donkey's years. Good round for Calzaghe.
But for me, Calzaghe was much busier.
Back here, we have Calzaghe now maybe just edging ahead. Enzo Calzaghe was saying, don't lean in, don't come in with your head, don't fall forward, and Joe Calzaghe acknowledged that. He said, yeah, I know that, and that's why he took that big right uppercut. But the more scoring punches for me in that fifth round came from Calzaghe. Starting to look as though it may well go long, this one. We're into the sixth now, nearing the halfway stage. Calzaghe having to rely on hand speed and boxing skills at this point.
Now we'll see if Kessler can change his style here, John, because he was outboxing that last round, and that's what Calzaghe's got to keep doing. Just boxing, probing with the jab, straight hands. Now Kessler's got to do something different to get back into it.
It's a technical contest at this stage rather than the all-out war or the all-out brawl that some might have wanted or expected. Perhaps that is yet to come.
Good right hand to the body there from Kessler. He didn't follow it up though, just a single shot, not enough.
Good left hand from Calzaghe as Kessler now forced to give a bit of ground. But Calzaghe mindful of that advice, not to come boring in towards the body with his head low, because that presents the opportunity of that big right uppercut which has detonated on his chin on more than one occasion already in this fight.
I said, John, at the start of the contest that it'd be the man who can change his style and change his tactics. Calzaghe's done that. He's gone on the inside now, he's boxing long. Can Kessler change his tactics?
The ability to adapt can sometimes be the key in these fights. You're talking about fractions between winning and losing at the very top, and believe me, these two are the elite of the super middleweight division.
See, 3 and 4 punches there from Calzaghe, and nothing came back from Kessler. They're not powerful shots, but they're scoring points.
That right-hand lead is a faster and more insistent punch than Kessler's jab at this point. Kessler had a big fourth round, let's not forget that one. At that point you wondered whether it was going to go big time in his direction, but he's not been able to build on that as Calzaghe has regrouped and thought it out. Quiet around this one, but still for me, Calzaghe just may be getting the edge. That's a good left-hand, right-hand combination from Kessler, the old 1-2.
Yeah, Joe fell short there with his 1-2 himself. And Kessler came back with a good counter. But this is Calzaghe's round again, John. It's been a quieter round, but Calzaghe's won it.
Calzaghe, we reckon, took that last round through more shots, and Kessler, I think Calzaghe has realised, does not look a particularly effective man if you can get him into reverse gear. Put him on the back foot and there's not too much comes back.
You've got to put him on the back foot behind your boxing now, John, that's the key. Calzaghe made mistakes of going forward and bringing his back leg forward, and that made his target square on and got caught.
Good work from Calzaghe. Uppercut only just missed from Kessler. Calzaghe's got to maintain his concentration. Kessler needs a good round just to stop Calzaghe accumulating these rounds as well. I expect he has done. That's good work. Lovely left hand from Calzaghe.
That was good stuff. There was actually a little right hook that went in there. Oh, this is better!
Gosh! Right hand from Calzaghe rocks back the head of Kessler. Calzaghe showing superb boxing skills there. Remember this man at 35 years old. He says you can forget that though because he's never had the wars and that he can still turn it on. American TV now are sold on him. They love his style. They wanted to come over here. The American media are here in force as well. Calzaghe is a world boxing star. Kessler has to do something big. Good right hand from Kessler. And Calzaghe's been rocked. That was a really solid one. And now Calzaghe has to regroup. Suddenly, just as Calzaghe looked as though he was taking control, the power of Kessler has brought him right back into it.
Yeah, what a great contest, John. One lapse in concentration there, and he gets caught again there, Calzaghe.
The right hand of Kessler really is a bomb. It's an absolute pile driver of a shot. And Calzaghe cannot afford to get caught by too many of those. He's been maybe caught flush 4, 5, 6 times in this fight. So far, the chin has held good, but for how long?
Little graze just above Calzaghe's nose on the bridge there.
Oh, Kessler trying to wind up with that chopping right hand, followed by the uppercut again. Good work from Kessler. The power of the Dane is being shown again here in round 7. Far, far better round for the WBA and WBC champion.
Just when we thought Calzaghe was getting the better things and walking away with it a little bit, Kessler comes back and finds the target with those right hands, John, and the uppercut as well. He's worked well in this round for him.
Calzaghe's taken them, hasn't he? He's regrouped, the head has cleared, and he's back there now working behind the jab and picking up scoring shots. Well, fascinating. Calzaghe finished round well, but I think that one for me has to go Kessler's way. How would you score it, Richie?
Yeah, I think the cleaner work was from Kessler, and that just might have been the difference there. 67-66 at this stage for Calzaghe for me.
Beautiful work. Can you keep it up, Joe? Can you keep it? He had to rally 4 shots. Big deal. Just do not ban and jab for me, Joe. As you're doing.
That's psychological talk from Enzo Calzaghe. He threw good shots, big deal. Well, he may have only thrown 4 shots, but they were huge shots. That's some good work from Calzaghe, real good quality shots. Hand speed and aggression from the WBO champion, but look at this one.
Yeah, the accumulation of punches came from Calzaghe, but the cleanest shots were from Kessler. So for me, Kessler just edged it, John.
8th round, pays your money and takes your choice. This is boxing at its best. Calzaghe's biggest test, this one, for a long time. Kessler showing himself an altogether more competent boxer than Jeff Lacey ever was. Calzaghe gave him a boxing lesson. He's not been able to outclass Mikkel Kessler, no way. Far cry from Peter Manfredo, the last man who they brought over here back in April. Oh, that's good from Calzaghe. But there's a splashing right hand from Kessler as well.
Yeah, Kessler's actually landed 2 good left hooks in this round, John, and he's looking to land that shot now. Knows he has to get closer to Calzaghe. There's another right hand from Kessler. Knows he has to get closer to land the left hook.
Absolutely fascinating. If it's as close on the judges' cards as Richie Woodall has it, this one is very much in the balance, and Kessler is again starting to come on strong. Is he the stronger man? It's starting to look that way. Calzaghe's going to have to outbox him, and Kessler is trying to unload once more. Good right hand from Kessler, and Calzaghe forced to cover up. Momentarily, did those legs stiffen just slightly? I'm not sure, but he took a good right hand at Calzaghe yet again. And now Calzaghe go forward, forcing Kessler back. The technique is starting to ebb away, and it's starting to turn out to be a battle of willpower, of aggression. Who wants it? Who is the true champion? Those are good clubbing shots from Calzaghe, energy-sapping hooks into the rib cage of Kessler. That muscular, toned torso of Mikkel Kessler, huge for a super middleweight.
Good work again from Calzaghe, switching the attack to the body with that left hand. Better boxing from Calzaghe, and he's more busier again. This is a tight round, John, hard one to score.
Very tight one, but Calzaghe's landing the more punches, and again forcing Kessler back. Well, the referee won't like that, clubbing around the back of the head, and he's giving him a warning. He's giving him a warning. Is he going to take a point? He doesn't, but he's giving him a stern telling off. Any more of that, and points will be taken, no doubt. Good round, though, this for Joe Calzaghe. Good uppercut, left hand from Calzaghe. Kessler takes it, though. This is a big round for the Welshman. He's bossed this last minute. Terrific exchange. What a round that was. All around the auditorium, people are standing up and cheering. That was great action, really was.
Tremendous round, and John, the thing is there, Calzaghe, the last minute, you hit it on the head, the last minute of that round, he poured it on, and that just might have been enough. There wasn't a lot in that round, but that last minute might have just swayed the judges. Some good stuff from Calzaghe, last minute, last half a minute, super stuff, and for me, just edged it.
Those are those shots around the back of the head which incurred the displeasure of referee Mike Ortega. But on the back of that, Calzaghe had a real big attack, and while it annoys the referee, it doesn't influence the scorers. Smear of grease above the left eye of Mikkel Kessler, maybe concealing a bit of bruising and grazing. Calzaghe got off his stool as though he's now confident. He believes that he's weathered the storm, taken the big shots of Kessler, and now is starting to outbox him. Look at that jab, quality. Good work again. And nothing from Kessler so far.
Yeah, Kessler's been very patient. He's looking to land the right hand, but he's waiting far too long. And Calzaghe, 3, 4, 5 shots and no reply from Kessler. Comes back with a shot there though, John.
Yeah, he was caught off balance, Calzaghe. I think it looked more than it was. Calzaghe just covering up and just trying to box his way back in. Slip inside that left-hand lead, which is a good jab, remember, from Kessler. Mikkel Kessler, who says his favourite fighter is Oscar De La Hoya, but he said another of his favourites is Chris Eubank, and of course it was against Eubank that it all began back in Sheffield in 1997 for Joe Calzaghe. The career began here in 1993. Kessler would like to end it here, the man who was born, ironically, on St David's Day. Good work from Calzaghe, forcing Kessler back. Yeah, those little slapping hooks, but they are scoring shots nevertheless.
Little clash of heads there as well. The referee should have said something to Kessler there. Heads clash, definitely. But Joe's just got to watch it here, John, with this left hook. Kessler's looking to land this left hook. There you go, look.
Missed though. He's looking to wind up on it and then right over the top. That gave the Danish fans who've travelled over here a little bit of room for optimism, even at this stage. Of course, the fact that we see Calzaghe ahead need not necessarily be the way it is. Down to the judges. If it goes the distance, could still be some sort of knockdown or knockout, you never know. Calzaghe's been down twice against Kavari Salem and against Byron Mitchell, got up to beat both of them. Kessler has never been down as either an amateur or a professional, a man with a granite chin. Calzaghe getting away with a little bit of holding around the back of the head. Referee didn't see that one, he was kind of outmanoeuvred. He was looking through the back of Calzaghe momentarily as that happened. Kessler's not throwing enough punches now, Richie.
No, he's not. He's waiting far too long. I think he's having a bit of a breather, John. Many fighters do that over 12 rounds.
That was lovely from Calzaghe. 1, 2, 3. Put his head back and he's got it. Puts his gloves down contemptuously again, and that's danger area.
That scares me, John. No, it doesn't, and that scares me because Kessler's got a big shot with that right hand, and also he's looking to land the left hook. So Calzaghe's got to watch what he's doing.
Another round for Calzaghe. Gotta be. Kessler simply didn't throw enough punches there.
Yeah. There's 4 titles. Do you want them? There's 4 titles. There's 4 titles. He's giving away too much. You're giving away too much. By hesitating. You're hesitating sometimes in the rallies, right? I told you before, work the jab, work the chin. It doesn't matter. It all adds up, right? Okay. But when he misses, you can punish him. When he misses, right, he's starting to play really quick, okay? You're doing well, but not better. You can do better, Joe, okay? Bam, 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 bam. Use your rallies to work.
So good work here from Calzaghe, coming forward, 2s, 3s, 4s. There's that little head clash. And I think Joe was half expecting the referee to actually step in there, but he missed it.
Bonus 10 seconds.
Well, Joe Calzaghe, for me, is now ahead in this fight. I'd be shocked if the judges were seeing it any other. And it's the boxing skills and the fitness of the older man, the man who says he's still king of the gym when it comes to fitness tests and running against all the younger fighters who are in there in Enzo Calzaghe's gym. We've got it, Calzaghe. And HBO, who are commentating for American viewers, have got it Calzaghe by 5 rounds. We've got it by 3.
He's just got to keep it tight, John, here, Calzaghe. You shouldn't take so many risks. Keep those hands up and work behind that jab, this in and out style that he's got. He can outbox this fella, he really can, and make it easier for himself. That's what I'm talking about, in and out, Joe.
The applause coming up now from the crowd, who recognise, I think, that Calzaghe, even in the autumn of his boxing career, is producing another virtuoso performance. Good right hand from Kessler, but Calzaghe blocks it, but then a good solid left hand lead from the Dane, who even here in the 10th round, let's not forget it, is a danger. He has power which could, even now, turn this one around. Those were all going through fresh air. And Calzaghe beat him to the punch with the left hook as he tried to detonate a right hand.
Keep that jab going, Joe. Double that jab up.
Richie Woodall, remember, who fought Joe Calzaghe back in Sheffield some 7 years ago. Joe winning by 10th round stoppage. It was a cracker of a fight as well. I commentated on that one. And now here comes Kessler. Is this his last big chance? Is this his last big opportunity? Good right hand in there, in that exchange. But there was only the one big scoring shot. Calzaghe, I think, slipped that one largely as well. The Dane said this is his big chance. He knows it. He may never get another one at this sort of level.
I think he realises it's slipping away, John, as well. That's why he's starting to come forward and trying to nail Calzaghe with the jab. Sorry, with the right hand.
Good left hand, good left hook from Kessler. This has been a better round from the Dane, certainly a closer round. Now Calzaghe had the great champion's flourish in the last 20 seconds, which catches the eye. Anybody of a certain age who remembers the career of Muhammad Ali will remember the way in which he used to turn on the style in the last 30 seconds. Great champions almost have an inbuilt clock in their head, and Calzaghe is one of them. The last 30 seconds there to Calzaghe, was it enough to win him the round? Tight one, that.
Yeah, tight run. I'm going an even Steven round there, John. You know, I don't score many rounds even, but for me, there wasn't a lot in that round, and I couldn't separate them.
Well, a worst case scenario, if you were to give it to Kessler, would take it on your card down to 2. But Calzaghe at the end there really piled it on.
Yeah, some super stuff. But Kessler, he's still in this. Catches Calzaghe with a couple of good right hands there. And Calzaghe, like I've said, he's just got to keep it tight here and just stick to his boxing ability.
Calzaghe's boxing has just been a wee bit too much for Kessler so far, we think. Calzaghe being told by his father, how much do you want these 4 belts? He's got the ring belt. HBO incidentally gave that last round to Calzaghe. We scored it level, we've got it closer than the Americans. In the penultimate round, Joe Calzaghe in his great arena here in South Wales, and has started the 11th round well.
Oh, lovely by Calzaghe there. Actually threw a feint, didn't he, with that first jab.
If he does come through this, Richie, I think at super middleweights he no longer has anything left to prove. If he's going to continue, I suspect he's going to step up. If
definitely.
he can do this, if he can win what is effectively a clean sweep of titles. Oh, that's terrific. Great uppercut from Calzaghe. Kessler bravely comes forward, but he's punished for his tribulations as he does so.
Master boxing display here from Calzaghe. Just got to keep it tight. Look at that beautiful jab and then the hook. Lovely stuff.
He's taunting Kessler now. Look, the gloves are low, and Kessler just doesn't have the self-confidence anymore to come forward. Calzaghe is playing with him in the 11th. Simply too good a boxer. Unless Kessler can find the detonator of a right hand to turn this one around, this is turning out to be another glory night for this Prince of Wales.
Let's not speak too soon though, John. Kessler's still in this contest, he's still powerful. Joe's got to stay focused 100% to the last bell.
Kessler, granite chin, takes 2 more big shots. Left hook from Calzaghe, and now the Dane comes plodding forward, looking for, even at this stage, the one big punch which might turn it round. And Frank Warren on his feet, imploring Calzaghe to keep his gloves up, and that's why that right hand only just off target. Wherever you may be watching this, you're watching an outstanding contest from 2 terrific champions, and Calzaghe finishing the 11th round the stronger man once more.
the way he's up on his feet, John, he's boxing like, you know, a 25-year-old Calzaghe. He really is. Super energy, super skills, his fitness fantastic.
The crowd are simply loving this, the Welsh crowd that is. That's a left hand from Kessler though, which caught him on the side of the head as contemptuously Calzaghe dropped his hands low. But Kessler has thrown very little in that 11th round, and that was a big round once more for Calzaghe. Kessler's got to knock him out, I reckon.
Yeah, I've got it 107, 103 at this stage, John. Just got to stay tight for this last round. I think Kessler will come. It's like a bullet to gate.
Just let's listen to what is being said in that corner as we talk our way through this.
You got me? I want your jab. You got dominate the fucking round. Dominate it. Dominate.
Jab and dominate. That's what he's saying. Jab and dominate.
Yeah, too right. Jab and dominate. Keep your distance. This guy's going to come at him now. He's just got to keep it tight now. Plenty of movement, a bit like he did against Jeff Lacey, off to the side and pop that jab out as Kessler comes by.
The Millennium Stadium rises to these two fighters who touch gloves in a show of respect and appreciation before 3 minutes of mayhem. Here we go. The last round of this unification world super middleweight title fight. Kessler, we think, has to find a knockout.
Just got to box long range here now, John Calzaghe. Keep the distance and just box and move to the side. The fight's won. He's just got to get through this last round for me.
It's not in Calzaghe's nature to go running around the ring in a cynical display of defence. He'll want to finish it as the man bossing the fight, as he has done through the second half of the fight. Look at that hand speed, classical jab cross combinations, switching the attack to the body, and Kessler having no reply.
Yeah, that was beautiful from Calzaghe there. Vintage Calzaghe, super stuff, great boxing skills.
Good body shot from Kessler, big right hand. Calzaghe fell that one. This is the last throw of the dice. Has Kessler got it in him to turn it round, even at this late stage? He believes he can. Oh, good uppercut from Kessler. Really good solid right hand. And the Dane is coming forward, looking for the big payoff punch. Calzaghe's chin has been tested on maybe 7 or 8 occasions in this fight, and it's stood the test.
Kessler knows he needs a knockout here, John. That's why he's coming forward, looking for the big right hand, the right uppercut, the left hook. But Calzaghe boxing superbly well.
Moving towards the last minute of this tremendous struggle here in South Wales. Cardiff, as we approach, what time is it? Goodness knows, pushing on for 2:30. It's going to be rocking when they turn out from this stadium if the verdict goes Calzaghe's way, as we believe it must. Kessler has it in him maybe for one last big attack. There was a good left hook in there and a good solid straight right hand. Kessler's had a good 12.
Yeah, it's the last throw of the dice for Kessler. He's found the target. He's winning this round.
Last 30 seconds. Who's got it right down to the finishing line?
Oh, good boxing again from Calzaghe. Oh, good right hand.
Good shot, as they said, simultaneously, as Kessler found his way through with a solid right. Calzaghe's gloves drop down again as he leaps in behind that right hand. Oh, good shot again from Kessler. This is a big final round from the Dane. What a round from Kessler. And the two hug. May it be a word from Calzaghe. I think Kessler knows that he's lost that one. Calzaghe raises his arms and celebrates. Cardiff celebrates. And Kessler, I think, as they hugged, told him that he knew that he had been beaten. And look at that. Father and son, the team that's endured through the amateurs, through the professionals, and at the age of 35, maybe his biggest test. has been this one, and he's come through it, and what a performance.
Yeah.
What a performance.
Great performance from Calzaghe there, and in that last round I thought Kessler took the last round, but I've got it 116, 113 in favour of Calzaghe. Superb boxing display from Calzaghe. He was the man who adapted to it.